Hi, welcome to NetGalley November 2.0, Robin's very first vlog. I have played around with it yesterday, which was Friday, to kind of get a feel to see how I feel and to be able to realize that I could move my boom arm that I used to use on my puzzle table to this space. So now I have a quick way to pop in my phone and I can just get started. So what I'm doing this morning, it's about 6:30. No, it's almost 8 o'clock. Wow, time flies. What I'm doing this morning is I am going to be reading A Daughter's Choice by Kelly Irvin. I've already read about 15% of it. It's about 336 pages, so I plan on finishing that book in the next, I say before noon. And I then need to make my video for my October wrap-up, which I've made twice. But something is wrong with iOS because the video is not translating to, it's not getting, when it goes into LumaFusion, it just sits there. So I just scrapped it all and I'll make the video over. When I make videos about my books that I am reading or have read, I don't use any notes. So I might forget characters' names, but I'm not going to forget the plot or the twist in the story or the setup and things of that nature. So I will be making that video, but I'm not going to make it until after I've had coffee and after I've had a chance to read. And right now I am watching the second of 24-hour sprint trains for the whole month of November, and it is Read with Dr. B. So she's on my TV, and I am, like I said, going to read this book by Kelly Irvin. It's Amish romance, and I'll just give you a quick little insight. We have Henrietta, or Hen, and she loves animals. And she gets stopped to a certain point because of her responsibilities at home. Her father is the bishop, and he's a widower. And there are 7 siblings, so she has 6 younger siblings. I think Ruby might be a year or 2 older, but she has 6 siblings, and she has to basically keep the house going, but she'd rather be with the animals. And then we have our male character, our male protagonist, and I'll tell you about him maybe on my next check-in here. Hey, I thought I'd check in. I'm pretty tired. I'm not having the most successful afternoon, even though it's early yet. It's really only 3:45, and I've got all day, the rest of the today and all night to read with an extra hour due to daylight savings time. However, I'm a little discombobulated. I've run into a number of things today. First thing is, yesterday I recorded my reading wrap-up for October. It was 44 minutes. I went through all the edits, and if I'm adding in 41 book covers, as well as editing out long pauses, my goodness gracious, it took hours. But it wouldn't upload. It would not upload at all. Okay, so I said forget it. I tried again this morning. Another 45-minute video, and then it would get to 99% and fail. I tried 3 times. I tried all the suggestions. This is using LumaFusion. I said, forget it again. And I deleted all of that footage, and I shot it again. But the 3rd time I shot it, I was just so anxious to talk about these books and to get a video to work on this channel that I forgot to categorize my books. You know, cozy mysteries, mysteries and thrillers, miscellaneous, historical fiction, and so forth. I just gave many reviews of each book. That was just because my brain was just fried. Okay, I have another check-in. I just finished A Daughter's Choice by Kelly Irvin, It is a 256-page book that I began last night. Yes, it's taken me over the course of 24 hours to read a 256-page book. But that's not the only thing I did today. I made my October wrap-up video 3 times. LumaFusion was having trouble with frame rate, or the iOS camera app didn't like LumaFusion. I don't know. All I can tell you is they say third time's a charm. So I've got the video up. I did finish that book. I think I took her first. For some reason, that's sticking in my head. And I have it as an audiobook. I have 3 or 4 audiobooks in my queue. So I will be doing an audiobook and an ebook, an audiobook and an ebook. And once I get 2 weeks ahead with my November galleys, I do plan on starting Gulliver's Travels. Now, I'm not trying to read 2 weeks ahead to get to the 14th. I'd like to get 2 weeks ahead by the end of next week, and then I can start Gulliver's Travels. But as I said, I Took Her First is my next book. It's a galley written by Samantha Hayes. So the description reads, "A child is missing, but I stole her first. I sit little I'll say Mila, down at my kitchen table with a glass of milk and a plate of cookies. She smiles shyly at me as I reach out to ruffle her hair. Leaving her alone for a moment, I dash upstairs, closing my eyes as I take a deep breath. What have I done? Mila isn't my child. I should have never taken her home, but what choice did I have? Painting a smile on my face, I head back down to the kitchen. But when I reach the table, my blood turns to ice. The back door is open and Mila is gone. I need to find her. I need help. But who's going to believe anything I say when I'm the one who took her first?" And then the end of this description says, "A seriously twisty, addictive psychological thriller that will keep you awake flipping pages all night long. Perfect for anyone who devoured the housemaid, the wife between us, and the girl on the train." So it's, I don't know, sometimes Bookouture does not list their page numbers. It's a 10.5-hour audiobook. I'm thinking that I have it. I was thinking about the Kindle, how long it would take me to do by Kindle. So I'm not going to start it. I finish it tonight. I'd like to get maybe a third of the way through. So once I reach that point, I will come back and say goodnight and then put these clips together and upload my first November video. Can you tell I brushed my hair before I made this clip? Yeah, I gotta do that sometimes. Okay, this is going to be my last check-in for my November 1st, day 1 of 30 daily reading vlogs. It's currently 12:54, but really, daylight savings time is in just 2 hours, so I'm kind of getting this in before the second day of the month. We're gonna go with that. I had 2 things that went well for me tonight. Number 1, I said earlier in my last check-in that my goal was to get to at least 33 or a third of the way through with the book. And the book again is I Took Her First, but no, I got 40% into the book, 40. So I feel like I can go to bed, get a good night's sleep, and start over again tomorrow. But I also stopped to write the book review for A Daughter's Choice by Kelly Irvin, which I ended up giving 5 stars. And I'm thinking about throwing up a review at the end of each day for November, but I haven't fully decided. But in any event, the review is up. It's on my blog, it's on Goodreads, and it's on NetGalley because the book was released today, November 1st. Well, now it's technically November 2nd, but like I said, we're going to fudge it a little bit. So the book review is up, and I think I only really have 3, maybe 4 to write. So if I can maybe like tomorrow write the review for this book, I Took Her First, and it's an audiobook. It's right here. Oh, okay, get a bigger picture. Okay, if I can read this, get that review up, and write at least one of the 3 that I have, and just do that every day over the course of the next 3 days, then I could get to 1-to-1, read the book, write the review. And that's always been my goal. It's just sometimes it's hard. But November is different because it's NetGalley November 2.0, and I'm ecstatic that I'm taking part in it. And I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you with my next reading vlog, which will be hopefully, let me think. I think I will post this in the morning. I'm finishing it up tonight, but I think I will run it for 8 a.m. So that will be my goal, 8 a.m. each day. I just decided that, so that'll be my goal. So that's it. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and please let me know what you think of my first reading vlog.